Good afternoon and welcome to the first edition of the Hawk Zone. Alongside head football coach Brian Moore, I'm Jordan Taylor. Coach, how's your week been?
Been pretty good. We've had some decent practices and we're hoping we can get another win tonight.
Thanks, Coach. We're going to highlight week one of the high school football season. Stay tuned. You're in the Hawk Zone.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life to somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Welcome back to the Hawk Zone, Southside High School's football recap show. Coach, in week one, you picked up your first head coaching win. How special is that to you?
It is special to get your first win, but at the same time, it's first game of the year. You want to get the second one as quick as you can after that, so that only lasted about 36 hours.
Now let's get straight to the action from the win. Coach, had the opening kickoff of the 2015 season. How ready are you and the guys?
We're pretty ready. Of course, kickoff's a very momentum-shifting play, potentially. I wish I could pass out on this play each and every time we kick off because I'm afraid we're not going to tackle them every time.
Anxious play by Noah Cox.
Yeah, just means he's ready to go. We'll take that every once in a while. We just can't have that after the first snap.
First third down, you get off the field.
Yeah, we're really excited about this because defending the veer, you got to be real disciplined. So we're glad that we could actually get the defense off the field first series.
Coach, just sometimes you want to start a game with a little trickery. You got a 52-yard pass from Drew Burney to C.J. Hunt for the first Hawks touchdown.
Yeah, I always like to try to play to win. Some teams play not to lose, and I'm not scared to take a chance. So we'll try to do this each and every game. Not do a trick play at the beginning, but we want to play to win, not play not to lose.
The call itself, is it planned to call this all week, or is it something you just...
It had been planned for about 2.5 weeks. I put the actual play in. Coach McNeil decided he wanted to run at the first play, but we prepped on that for about 2 weeks.
Bread and butter.
Yeah, I love these two-point plays. The momentum shift is awesome because nobody can line up to them very well, and even if they line up to them right, we still run them because it's worked so good for us. Coach Craig, when he was here, I tried to do away with the water bucket because I thought it was a waste of time. And he told me to keep it, and I was like, well, if we keep it, we got to run it, and actually run it. And we've done it ever since. And it's worked pretty good for us, especially when we don't have very good kickers year in, year out.
On this play, O'Bien's moving the ball down the field. Bad job of squeezing.
It was. This first series, they run about the same play 7 or 8 times. Just have to play down the line better, not give the seam, because they're checking their offense based on our gaps, and we just left too much as in this play.
Touchdown, same play?
Yeah, we just got to learn from that because we play the same offense next Friday. So we definitely got to be able to squeeze down the line each and every snap.
After not getting anything going, O'Bien's got the ball back, but they make a mistake. Cordier Kenny with the interception.
They do. They're about to go up here, which in turn I thought if we'd probably turn on each other like we have in the past few years and have another, rough year all in all. But it's great to get a turnover down here in the red zone and not let them score.
After we didn't score because of the penalty on sportsmanlike, O'Bien takes it in again to make the score 14-8.
Yeah, they, again, just lazy play by our quarterback player. Definitely got to get that corrected before next week.
Another stop by O'Bien. We found ourselves punting before halftime.
Yeah, we originally thought we might go for it right there, but we really didn't want to give up the momentum. If they did score again, we didn't think we'd be able to recover from it.
A 14-8 halftime score. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Southside High School.
From performing a Shakespearean play in front of a crowd of up to 1,000
to conducting experiments in the lab,
Winning a state championship,
while reading exhilarating novels,
fixing your flat tire,
and making test scores out of this world.
From producing a weekly TV show
to fulfilling duties to our country.
In fulfilling our duties to you.
Southside.
Southside.
Hawks!
The sky is never the limit.
Welcome back to the Hawk Zone. Coach, we're going to get straight to the action from the second half. It seemed as if it was a little better.
It was, and we knew this first drive was very pivotal. We had to have some success to have a chance for the whole third and fourth quarter.
A miscue there between Cade and Mark.
Yeah, pass just a little bit high. I had to get that corrected. Right here, we got fullbacks ripping us apart again. Each and every time, you got 5 people dedicated to the fullback, and neither one of them got in that time.
Just got to do a better job of that next week, right?
Oh, yeah. And you got to hit him in the legs early, so they'll turn it down there in the second half.
We did come up with a stop there, however, and Kay Willingham connects with Cordier Kinney.
Yeah, it's plays 61 and timing route, and hopefully we can keep that up.
Tyreek Robinson carrying guys down the field.
Yeah, Tariq did a heck of a job. He rushed for a lot of yards, a lot of quality yards. A lot of the stat you don't see is how many yards he had after contact.
Back on defense after a stop, and the sweep play kind of ate you up here.
Just a little bit. We just over pursued it and gave them pursuit angle to cut back, or hurt our pursuit angle defensively, and they were able to cut back. And wish we'd have more people at the ball for when that fumble happened, that we could actually recover that, because that would have been just like Cordier's interception, nice stop inside the red zone.
We did stop them and moved all the way down the field for a 16-14 score after the 2-point play. Tyreek Robinson with the run.
Yeah, just wish we could hold on the ball the whole snap there. It kind of popped out at the end. Depending on the official you got, they might call that a fumble. And right here, we're just checking to the play where they don't have enough people in the middle.
ISO
so we're going
play.
to go straight up the middle and get the 2 points.
Coach, the kickoff here is the next play. Fair catch?
It was a fair catch, but the official told me that the white hat is never wrong, and the white hat missed it, so they had to go with him because he's the quarterback of the official crew. The white hat is, so we just went with it. But at the end of the play, it's only about an 8-yard difference.
Later in that same drive, a quarterback keeper for the score to make it 2016.
Yeah, they developed this play, I guess, in the middle of the game because I think they're really running veer. He just turns back based on our defensive pursuit. So we didn't have a guy to account there, but I don't really think that was a called play.
Definitely a big game by this guy for a completion from Cade to Drew Burney.
It was. Drew did a heck of a job all night. Bad part on here, we get a personal foul. It seemed like every time Drew went more than 40 yards, we got a personal foul all night, and hopefully that'll stop today.
They made it a 22-20 score, but O'Bine scores again, 26-22.
Yeah, they again, that offense real you have to be defensively disciplined to stop that offense each and every snap. You take one snap off, they rip you for 10, 12 yards at a time.
We did take away their extra point plays. They had to continuously go for 2.
We did. I can't believe right in that situation right there, they're throwing the ball. They've been ripping us with that fullback, and they're going to go throw the ball.
We didn't score, but we did force a turnover right in Ty Bain's hands.
We did. Sometimes Christmas comes early, and it just fell right there in his hands. Wish he could use his wheels a little bit more and get away from that kid.
O'Bine stops us, and they have the game won, or maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think they practiced victory offense because we hadn't practiced clock play the day before either. So that's one of those things you just don't do at the beginning of the year. And
game-winning drive, fans are on their feet. Just ready to score and win the game. Sack.
Definitely calling time out there. It's got to be quick. If you saw that play again, you'd notice the tailback was wide open by itself in the flat next to the sideline. Got to make those mistakes.
Same guy that saved you all night long, Drew Burney with the catch.
Yeah, another good catch. We just thank the Lord that there wasn't a personal foul on that play. That would have been the end of it.
Let's kill the clock and let's set something up for a score here.
And I was glad that we were able to do that because not practicing the clock play, but they did okay there.
But again, a couple more miscues, wrong route maybe by CJ or Cordier.
Probably. I honestly have no idea what the route call was. But again, reliable right there, catches it and gets us down inside the 10. So now we're feeling pretty good. We had to adjust the rules a little bit to get an extra timeout here. We actually had 4 timeouts in the second half, which is illegal, but we had it.
Back shoulder fade to Mark Ballard. Defense pass interference maybe?
I'm not sure. Fade right here on the goal line is more of a passion play. The guy with the most passion wins the battle.
Back to Mark, slant route.
Yeah, slant on the goal line is almost the same thing. It's a lot about passion right there. You got to get inside, force your way inside, and go after the ball.
Sometimes the snap count helps. Move it from the 9 to the 4.
It did. It did. They'd been sending those outside backers for the last couple of plays, and we're glad they miscued there. And here we have the Titans versus the Rams in the Super Bowl. I thought he was going to be down at the 1, but made it on in.
It's a lot of heart by your senior quarterback.
It was. There's one of the longest plays in my mind the whole game, but I sure was glad he was able to convert there.
How nerve-wracking was the game?
For me, it wasn't that nerve-wracking. You know, I made 0 blocks, 0 tackles. I'd made a few judgment calls here and there, but other than that, it was normal Friday night.
Coach, what was the record they broke as far as wins at the beginning of the season?
The last time Southside had won a home game to start the season, little seniors were in the 6th grade. And so we were definitely glad to do something that no other class that they know of has done in recent time.
Thanks, Coach. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
I suck at redoing it.
When you don't study for the ACT, you receive a low score. When you receive a low score, you punch the wall in anger. When you punch the wall in anger, your little brother repeats your actions to gain your approval. When your little brother tries to gain your approval, the sophomores misread his actions as a challenge. When the sophomores misread his actions as a challenge, your little brother ends up on the nurse's table. Don't let your little brother end up on the nurse's table with internal bruises and a black eye. Study for the ACT.
Welcome back. Coach, we're going to highlight a few key players from Friday night's win over Obion County. Drew Burney, of course, offensive MVP, 1 completion, 52 yards and a touchdown, 7 catches, 145 yards, touchdown.
Drew played lights out all night. We just hope he keeps it up, and hopefully in a couple days he'll have the actual correct number on.
Next, we have Cade Willingham, 16 completions, which happens to be his jersey number, for 273 yards, 2 throwing touchdowns, and a running touchdown.
And Cade did a heck of a job. Again, the only thing he needs to work on really is checking at the line, but played with a lot of heart like he always does, tough as nails. Just hope he stays healthy the whole year.
I'll let you take this next one away.
Yeah, Tariq, I hated him when he was in my class when he was a sophomore. And gosh, what I would do for that boy now, man, I love him to death. But he's turned a 180 since playing football, and I hope he does that every single game.
Coach, we're going to now go to Fayette Ware, the team that you played tonight, that your guys played tonight. We're going to highlight their offense and see what kind of backs they have here. On the counter play, they full Bolivar.
Got the Sally play, named after the dancer from the 40s. Very big staple play for the wing T offense. He went untouched for 60-something, so definitely their best play of this game. And it's going to be a hard one for us to stop. We've got to stay disciplined just like this past Friday with Obion.
On the next play here, an incomplete pass over the top.
Yeah, but it's a hot route, so it's hard to defend, especially if you don't have a disciplined person there playing safety. The same guy that didn't pursue the quarterback player in the last clip.
Tough running back here.
Yeah, he's a heck of a running back. He's a load. We just hope we can hit him early in the legs, and maybe he'll turn it down, not run as hard.
Next play here, we have a stand-up route.
Yeah, and this just shows their speed. I mean, it's a negative play throw, and he takes it for days just based on their speed.
Coach, we'll be right back after this short commercial break.
If you don't do your work in high school, you won't graduate. If you don't graduate, you won't get a nice job. If you don't get a nice job, you can't pay your bills. If you can't pay your bills, you'll end up like this guy. Don't end up like this guy who's 40 and still lives with his mother. Do your work in high school.
Welcome back to the Hawk Zone. We are going to now talk about the way the guys played last Friday night as far as overall.
Overall, we played up to our potential. You work all summer, all spring, the first few weeks of school for that first game, and you finally attain the goal you set. And now we just got to convert that goal each week and make a smaller goal. We've had the same goal since last November. Now we've got to convert that each week.
What do you expect differently tonight?
Well, starting off, Fayette Ware, they're faster than us, they're bigger than us. They've scored more points than us. They've scored, I believe, 33 points. We've only put up 28. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I really do honestly think we will go down early just based on the way practice has been, and we just got to keep our composure and not freak out.
I imagine that the intensity in practice has picked up a little.
It has picked up. We had a decent Sunday practice. Monday and Tuesday went flat, but the past 2 days we've picked it up a little bit. We just got to continue that momentum on to tonight, and hopefully we can stay close enough to the second half to where we can have a chance at it.
What's the key to tonight's game?
Well, at the end of the time, you got to have three choices. You can either lead, you can follow, or you can get out the way, and I hope we don't get out the way.
Thanks, Coach. We enjoyed your time. We'll see you back next week to highlight Week 2 of the high school football season and also preview Week 3's matchup. Good luck and go Hawks.
Thanks.